What's going on, guys? Fun with Eyes back again, and I got a quick unboxing video for you today. Now, why am I going to try to make it quick? Well, I want to spend some time with this blade off camera because I'm freaking excited about it. Now, let's take a look at it. This is, of course, a Wii knife, as you saw by the title, and it is from Zelric. I think we're doing a little pass around with some reviewers, which is a really cool opportunity to take a look at a whole bunch of knives that we probably wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So, here is your standard Wii knives box with that cool iridescent logo there. You can kind of see that. Wish my lighting was slightly better, but the model here is the 609E with a green handle and a black and satin two-tone blade. Now, if you're familiar with Wii at all, you know they have a ton of variations per model. I mean, it seems like everything they come out with comes out in a variety of colors, which is great because you get to choose your own flavor. And that's not to mention the unique design behind this thing, which is just incredible to me. So you do get your Wii knife branded pouch here. See that? Open it up. You got your, it's kind of like that fur lining, that faux fur lining. You got your tool to take the knife down. Your Wii knife. This is kind of like your thank you card for purchasing, and then their contact information, and your Wii knife branded cleaning cloth. Now, this is all kind of standard for just about any Wii knife that I'm aware of, regardless if you go with their budget series, which is D2, around $100, or you step it up into some of the things we're going to be looking at today. And this is a model I've been interested in for quite some time, but I was completely unaware of its size. And yes, I looked at the specs, I read them, I was like, yeah, I think that'd be a knife I'd like to check out. And it's just huge. This is a 609E, and it is a monster. And I can tell you right now, it's 110% badass. To be honest with you guys, this is kind of heartbreaking to you knife folk. I don't know if you guys sell and trade a lot, but I went through a phase there where I sold quite a bit of knives, and I really shrunk down my collection from what it used to be, and I think I traded the Spyderco Yojimbo 2 out of my life, and I love that knife. I still not quite sure why I did that, and I've always been missing that knife since. And I needed another wharnie in my life. I need another Wharncliffe blade, something that's aggressive and pointy, just like the 609E. And I can tell you what's going to be posted on Instagram next Wednesday for Wharnie Wednesday. You guessed it. And this thing has so much going for it for me personally that I'm not even going to try to hold back my excitement. So let's ignore the specs. Let's just look at the cool stuff, and I'll do a follow-up video here in a couple weeks. So you do have your monstrous Wharncliffe blade here. It's two-tone. You can see black coating on your grinds and on your swedge. What is, you see that flash? What is going on with my camera? That was weird. Very acute point on this thing. This does feel like a flat grind, so somewhat of a saber grind. It's not coming down to an ultra keen edge, but it's definitely going to be slicey. You can see satin flats on this thing, and this is S35VN steel. And you guys probably noticed that this is not a flipper for once. And I'm not picking on Wii there, I'm picking on the knife community in general. It seems like just about everything is a flipper nowadays, and this is not. You can see these very large thumb studs with the not patented, but the trademark star from Wii. They are terraced just a little bit, and they provide a whole lot of purchase when you're trying to flick this thing out. And man, I really should have done some research, but I think these are riding, the 609 is riding on ceramic ball bearings with the ceramic detent. And man, this thing is smooth, and I can tell you it feels great to open a Wii knife with a thumb stud. It just does. I mean, the action's impeccable on a lot of their flippers. But the thumb stud just brings me some kind of joy. And you probably could flick it from the back. Yes, you can. The detent's nice and dialed in. It's not too weak. You can roll it out, but I think it's meant for more of a flick deployment. It requires no wrist whatsoever. So I'm loving the blade shape. I mean, that's probably 4 inches of blade there. It's humongous. This is not a finger choil, but it's a very nice sharpening choil. It looks like it comes out just far enough in front of that plunge grind. And one thing that I was kind of surprised by, I read the green handle on the outside, of course, but it's this, what is that? Do you guys see that flashing? That is so weird. Sorry about that. The handle is kind of a jade green, or maybe like a a mint green, but it's a really cool anodization, and it looks like it's been slightly stonewashed. So it's got this really cool jade green going on, and then you got gold hardware. You can see those gold stars. Yes, I know it does have the proprietary hardware, but you do have the tool. So you see here kind of a cool little design coming out of the pivot there. Nice. I don't want to, that's a choil, but it's got a nice little placement for your index finger there. Lots of handle to hold on to, and it's nice. And I think the first thing that I recognize, other than this thing is freaking huge, is that the handle's wide. They could have made the handle a lot slimmer, and I'm glad that they didn't, because for those of us that have normal size hands, as I think I do, I hate when I have to like wrap my hand around a knife because it's so thin when it's this large and meant for, I mean, somewhat hard use. So I like that the handle is fairly thick, and if you guys want to know the way to my heart, as of lately with knives, it is this right here. Do you see this milling? You can kind of hear it if I run my nail across it. That intricate milling left by whatever wire EDM or CNC machine they're using there, that intricacy, just like on the ZT-0456, those lines, those milling lines just get me. I don't know what it is, but I think that feels so freaking cool. And it's on both sides here. Everything's really nicely chamfered off. And something to note here, I don't know if I'm in love with this, but there's the slightest negative angle. I do like that, that's what I'm saying, but I do like the slight negative angle. It's almost like a straight line, but just maybe like a degree or two this way. But there's a whole lot of jimping up on the top of the blade, on the spine and on the handle. It's not sharp whatsoever. I mean, I can really press into it. It doesn't hurt. But I don't know if I love the aesthetics of that, but maybe I'll like the function. I will do some cutting with this thing, and we'll do a little overview later on once I've spent some time with this thing. But this is a titanium frame lock. You do have a stainless steel lock bar insert. Again, some of that intricate milling there on the lock bar. Oh, I just freaking love that. But there is that overstop, so you're not going to extend that lock bar out too far. But the action, again, is amazing, and the lockup is fantastic. No blade play whatsoever. Centering, just complete. Wow, you can't see it. There it is. Dead on. Then you have I believe a titanium backspacer in the exact same anodization or whatever, how they're coloring this. But I really do like the gold and green kind of theme. I mean, the two-tone blade, it actually blends really well together. And it has a fairly neutral handle. It kind of tapers towards the back end of the knife, and you have your lanyard slot here. But all in all, I really do like this design. I mean, more than I thought, and it's much bigger than I thought. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be somewhat shrunk. The clip, I don't want to say it's a standard WE clip. It is kind of different. It's got these vertical lines down it. Small WE knife logo there, but enough clearance, enough spring tension that I think it'll work great. And of course, I'll mention that in the follow-up video. But holy crap, am I impressed with this thing. I mean, I think the thing that I like most of all is the machine work on the handle and the green color. And of course, that has a pointy tip. It's not a really fat tip, which a lot of worn clips and sheepsfoot have. But thanks for watching, guys. As always, I said I was going to make it short. I rambled, and it's at 8.5 minutes. So thanks for watching, and remember, have fun with your knives.